Right, Rahul. Also, I'm joined now by Arvind Sawant, MP from Shiv Sena, on the phone line. Mr. Sawant, your first reaction to this big move by the Modi government, 10% reservation for the weaker sections of the upper caste?
Our beloved leader, Vandaniya Hindu Hriday Samrat Balasaheb Thackeray, is to say, to eradicate casteism, do not give reservations on the basis of caste. In fact, give it on an economical condition so that every deprived person of any caste, creed, region, religion, of any community would get the justice out of it. But then the government did not follow it. And eventually we continued with the caste-based reservation. Now at least we have come to a decision that they have arrived to a decision that some reservations, 10% reservation will be given to the economical backward classes. We welcome this. Definitely we welcome it. But then one understands it is a political decision now. The ensuing elections are closed now, and therefore the decision has been taken, and now they are going to implement it. It is a $1 million question. And to see that they could not speak about Barada reservation, they are not speaking of Dhangar reservation, they are not speaking of the Koli, the fisherman community reservation. Now suddenly they spoke about the upper caste reservation. Okay, there are number of questions are based on this reservation pending. All of a sudden they got the idea, how come we could not take a decision on this? They have taken a decision. But will it deliver the justice or not is $1 million question now.
But Mr. Sawant, don't you think it is a big move by the government of India, and for once the divisive politics
can actually...
Yeah.
Notabandi was a big move, no? When he has taken, when it was not to be taken. Now this is taken at a time when the tenure of the government is almost over now. So therefore the question of implementation arises. It is a political, that's why I say it's a political decision. Looking at what they got the defeat in the states. So they know the upper caste is going away from it, to give them, some solace out of this. They are doing this thing for you. Now let us see how they will implement it. On one side, whenever we demand it, they say we cannot go beyond 50%. In this case, how can they go beyond 50%? We would like to see that.
All right, Mr. Sawant, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, all right. Thank you so much for joining us. Mr. Sawant there from the Shiv Sena. So the Narendra Modi government has gone ahead and approved a 10% reservation for the economically backward upper caste in government jobs. This is a proposal for 10% reservation for economically weaker upper caste. This was approved by the Union Cabinet today. A major development that has come in. Rahul Srivastav continues to be with me. Rahul, I was talking about a few sections. You just heard the person from Shiv Sena, actually mentioning the other quotas, that the war that they have been going ahead and fighting. So even as the government goes ahead and announces 10% reservation for the weaker sections of the upper caste, the divisive politics remains.
Yes, the quotas have a divisive political character, but since the kind of political climate which has been created, especially in Rajasthan and in Madhya Pradesh, the Congress could encash the displeasure among the upper caste over the very issue when the government had created amendment to the SC/ST Act, atrocities, basically to overturn a Supreme Court order creating a kind of cautions as far as the implementation of the law is concerned. There was tremendous amount of resentment among the upper caste people, and the same resentment also prevails in states like Uttar Pradesh, which are the main encashment areas as far as the NDA government and the BJP is concerned. Remember, last time around it won nearly 73 seats out of the 80 along with its alliance partners, and that's where this law is targeted. Now, if the government, even if it brings it tomorrow, the opposition is going to complain that it is too sudden. It is too sudden. They want to go through such a huge amendment to the constitution with a fine-tooth comb, and they don't have the time, so they may not like to accept the tabling of the bill instead of opposing the bill, because quotas in India are such an issue that historically, if you see, in 1990, those political parties which had opposed the Mandal implementation of the Mandal Commission were politically obliterated, and those who had supported, be it Mulayam Singh Yadav, Lalu Prasad Yadav and others, had taken political main stage, and they had become chief ministers and become the main political forces.
Right.
And that is why I say the opposition parties can stall the bill but will not be able to oppose the quota.
All right, Rahul, on that note, let's quickly get in a word from the Congress as Ami Ben Yagnik has responded to this 10% reservation that the Modi government has approved.
Joined by Congress's Member of Parliament Ami Ben Yagnik. Ma'am, Union Cabinet has approved 10% reservation for the economically weaker section of the upper caste.
Well, there have been issues pertaining to reservation resonating all the time in the last, I think, several months you have seen. But coming at this point of time before the Lok Sabha elections, I think we have to look at it with a lot of objectivity, and I will have to see what has gone into the decision. But once making such a decision and then following it up with a bill, I think it will take a long time, and even the what has gone behind the decision will have to look into.
But also the government is planning to move a constitutional amendment bill. So how to make of it, because they are pretty serious about this entire situation.
I don't think so this government is serious about anything, so let's not get into that. If it was serious, we would have got the women reservation bill long back, if you were worried about women. So of course, if it is an economically backward class within the upper caste, and if they have announced this and the Union Cabinet has taken a decision, we'll have to look at it, what has gone into it, that they have taken this decision so instantly before the elections.
Thank you. Well, that was Ms. Yagnik talking to us with Virgin's Ashwini Helen Supriya Bharadwaj for India Today in Delhi.
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you will love to.